disposal requirements that we have set forth in our current marijuana establishment ordinance, which is LVMC 6.95, and a special use permit will be required. In the bill that you have in front of you, towards the back, it is a placeholder for the land use portion because we haven't finished that discussion yet. But a special use permit would be required. The distance separation and the parking requirements have not yet been determined, but that information is in there as a placeholder. The other thing is we're doing this as a time limited, sort of like a pilot program. So the council will have the opportunity to set how long the license will be good for. There'll be time specified duration. We also have in this bill that it's unlawful to be intoxicated while working for marijuana or alcohol. Employees, of course, have to be at least 21 years of age or older. The odor control and disposal requirements are like in 6.5 that I just said. The 24-hour live feed requirements to monitor the interior and the exterior, same as we have in our marijuana establishment ordinance. Excuse me. And then also to have a key employee, a qualified person on the premises the entire time that the business is open. Some of the prohibitions that we have in this code is that nobody under the age of 21 would be allowed to be in the establishment. You wouldn't be able to sell, distribute any marijuana because that would be for the retail sales or the dispensary to do. The consumption can't take place in the general view of the public, so it would have to be in an enclosed area. Any paraphernalia sales have to comply with that fire safety plan that you would have provided. And the delivery of marijuana, as the state law says, if it's only allowed to residents, then it wouldn't be allowed to the commercial location, but if the state law would change to say that you could do delivery to the commercial locations, our ordinance would allow that. So we're just saying, however the state says it is, it will be okay with that. Live entertainment. As any other business, if there was live entertainment at this location, it would be a nightclub. Nightclub license requirement. So you would just have to follow suit for that ordinance. No sales of alcoholic beverages will be allowed, and no storage of marijuana or marijuana products on the premise. Some penalties that we've added in there would allow our department, our director or Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department to suspend the license for up to 10 days for some of these reasons. Number one would be if alcoholic beverages were sold, served, or found on the premises, or employees were found in possession of any illegal substances, employees of the establishment have consumed marijuana or marijuana products while working, or the storage of the marijuana or marijuana products on the establishment. So that's pretty much what that bill says in a nutshell. So if you have any questions, we'll take some questions first. But if you wanted to speak and you haven't signed up yet, there is a sign-up sheet outside. Make sure you sign up because she's going to bring that in, and we're going to post the order of the speakers and limit you to 2 minutes, as Mary has already said. And if someone's already said something that you want to say, we've heard it, let's move to the next subject. Okay?
I love that. They don't want to hear what you have to say twice.
Well, okay, so on the special use permit, the distance separations right now are the same as the marijuana establishments. So it adds 1,000 feet from the protected uses like a church, a park, children's facility, which is on the back of that bill.
And I think this actually, as Darcy said, this is the amendment of Title VI, I believe. And so we still have to work on the portions that relate to Title 19. So that'll involve, the Title 19 will involve the distance separations and things of that nature. Everything that goes along with the special use permits. So that portion is still yet to be drafted.
The other thing that the draft you have in front of you does not include is actually a business licensing fee. So as you can imagine, this will cost you money. You won't be free to have your business. There will be a business licensing fee attached. So we're not quite sure what that will be at. We're looking at a flat fee because we're going to have to do what's known as a business impact solicitation, and that's a 30-day process. We may come up with a number and then have City Council work on that, and ultimately City Council members are going to get to decide what that business licensing fee should be. But I thought I should mention that there will be a fee. If you have any comments about that, if you'd like to share that with us, again, we're here to listen.
Contact
So
your
let's
city
start with
council
any
members
questions.
immediately.
You want to come up to the microphone and ask your question?
It doesn't have to be a question if you just want to make a comment.
Well, the comment, we're going to do this.
No, do I need to say my name like in city
No,
council?
you're fine.
Okay.
This isn't a formal council meeting, so you're okay.
Oh, it's not
You're
formal.
okay.
The question is there's nothing in here regarding who can apply for the license. Are these gonna be tied to dispensary licensees only?
No, they're not going to be tied to dispensary licensees. It's open to whoever.
So that opens up the door to how are you gonna control black market?
It does open up the door. Yeah, it would be a privileged license. Whoever applies would have to go through a background check investigation.
That can't be
what
with
we-
the
No, I'm talking about black market
Right.
marijuana
Well, we're-
getting in the door.
What we're trying to do is the safety plan, the security plan, I'm sorry, on the business owner would apply, submit it to us to explain how they're going to control that for their establishment.
Yeah, that's one thing we've been worried about as well, trying to find make sure that only the actual legal marijuana that comes from dispensaries is the marijuana that's smoked in the actual lounges.
Right, because
So-
otherwise you're promoting black market.
We've met with some of the industry people, and they feel that maybe there's a simple way to have it so that, you know, you have a sealed bag with
That
a,
makes
you
no
know,
sense to
identifying
me with
marker
what I
on the
just
bag indicating it came from a dispensary. So that part is still to be worked out, so
Okay.
that, we do recognize that that's one of the issues.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
Hi, yes, I wanted to know, are you guys gonna cap the amount of facilities that can be opened?
We did not put that in this bill, no.
Okay, thank you.
Just to touch on what the gentleman said back there, that your issue facing sort of compliance with people sticking to marijuana purchase or cannabis purchase at legal dispensaries. All dispensaries in town are equipped with biotech software. They only use a system that identifies who you are when you make a purchase. There's no reason that a cannabis consumption lounge shouldn't have access to something that's publicly funded through recreational tax. If all of their systems are using biotechs, there's no reason why you can't scan the same thing.
Oh, you mean like some kind of scanning system that actually scan the marijuana?
This is who I am. My name is Brendan Henry. I have this. I purchased this
Oh,
at this
okay.
dispensary 24 hours ago. This is how my product. I have.
Oh, okay.
But you
On the
can't bring
medical
it
side,
in.
that's tracked for the patient, but it's not tracked for the retail side.
It's not tracked for the retail side for the purpose of I guess, I know each dispensary tracks it themselves for analytics, like what they're selling to people, coupons, software, and stuff like that, but
Doesn't it say
one of the things
there
we
you
put on
can't
notice
bring
of
your
the
own weed
actual,
in?
lounge owners is
It has to
how
be
to figure out
purchased
how
from
to
a
keep the black
dispensary.
market marijuana out of their
also to
facilities.
stick to the pursuant articles that you guys use for putting in an application for a cannabis dispensary. You need a $200,000 deposit, $2 million in assets on the back end.
Right.
I don't think you're gonna see a lot of black market.
Okay, thank you.
I have a question in regards to to continue the last two questions, basically, or comments, whatever you want to clarify it as. But what about as patients, when they grow and they want to take it somewhere, how are you going to control that? Like, is that going to be illegal and they have to get a dispensary to come
Because you
to my
can't grow
lounge?
legally
Or
in
are
the
they allowed
state. Yes,
to
you
bring
can.
what they
I
cultivate
can.
at home?
You have to be
If the
grandfathered in.
dispensary owner, or to the lounge owners, as to what they're gonna allow in their particular
This
lounges.
wealth of information
That's
comes
something
from
that
this
we as a city
beautiful
could not
woman behind
regulate. There's no way for us to monitor each and every person that goes into a lounge, so that has to be something left up to the lounge owners themselves.
And I fully understand that, and that's why I was confused with what the first and second question came in, when he said, how are you gonna keep the black market out, and then you said we were gonna
Well,
scan the
black market may
package.
be a little different than actual legally grown medical marijuana.
So that was his suggestion to scan. It wasn't something the city said we were going to mandate.
Okay,
So,
yeah, I just wanted to like put that in there, the personal usage that we grow and cultivate at home as well, for like my MS and stuff like that. I make my own as well, so just curious on that part. Thank you.
You stated earlier, you can't store products on the facility or in the facility. Are we allowed to have rentable lockers for clients, similar to like a cigar lounge?
So they come back later and pick up used in marijuana?
Yeah, they
No.
have rentable space.
No, that would be storage. They would need to come with their marijuana each
Gotcha.
time.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jen, And my question is, will a current food and beverage outlet be able to apply for a license if they weren't serving alcohol? Or do you have to be a branded venue?
No, yes, they would be able to as long as they're not serving alcohol.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Hi, Vicki Higgins. Pardon me. Are we going to be tracking the people coming in and out of these consumption lounges as we do with the BioTrack?
No.
So to follow through with the gentleman's question earlier, the dispensaries and the retail departments that are coming into operation right now have gone through deep background checks, lots of money in the bank, tracked with the state. I believe that something like this would probably want to be tracked as well, so far as who is running this, to bypass this black market.
Yes, I'm sorry, maybe I misunderstood your question. The owners of the business absolutely would be a privilege.
For instance, from another dispensary or even from home, I would suggest a package marked as we come in the door when we're checking in, and that amount is documented and listed so that we know what exactly is in the building at any given time.
Right,
and therefore patients who grow their own and know that this strain is what they need, but they want to go out and socialize, can actually bring their medicine to that.
And that's how we sort of anticipate this to work. We would have the business owner put that in their security plan that we will check the packaging that comes in from the customer, and if they want to keep analytics on their customers, that's for them. The city is saying that the business owner is responsible for safeguarding the products that are coming in and telling us how they're going to do that.
Okay. And rather than get up again, I have one more question. You talk about no live entertainment at these facilities. Now, these are gathering places for patients.
Let me just interrupt you. It's not saying you can't have it, you just have to apply for a nightclub license as well.
So would that be like per event, or would it be just a blanket nightclub license for occasional events?
This bill is for a business and what your business model is going to be. We have not touched on the special events yet.
Okay.
Right now, this is for an establishment, a permanent business, time limited permanent business, and how that business model is going to run. Special events would be a separate bill.
So you could not have an event?
Separate, special
By
events.
Right.
That means like Life is Beautiful, those type of events, those larger special events. That's what she's saying. We haven't touched on those yet.
Okay, I'm talking small consumption. Yes. I'm sorry.
Yeah, if it's a small building, like mom and pop building or whatever it is, free money. So one of the ones that we currently have now, those could have live entertainment, as long as they got a nightclub license or the proper license to do so.
Okay, and the nightclub license can be attained along with a retail marijuana or a consumption marijuana?
Correct.
Okay.
Thank you for your
I'm
time.
not going to hold the phone anymore and tape this because, as I said, when I did this, it's all pretty much bullshit. And what they're talking about is really not what's written. So read the law and do your own research. This is getting comfy with cannabis.
Does that mean that you will allow